What's going on? This is JD. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Joe Rogan says he's genuinely concerned about drone sightings after new theory emerges. This video doesn't have nothing to do with Joe Rogan. Just the title of this news story from the New York Post. Podcast king Joe Rogan said the mysterious drones that have been buzzed around the tri-state area have left him genuinely concerned Sunday after watching a video that floated an unverified theory about the unmanned devices sniffing out harmful substances. Here's the problem with this. I'm really not liking these news stories. I already knew what these are. These are my MSN news stories. When I click on to my internet, it'll give me news stories. See, I know what they're giving me and I can care less about cars, about racing, about a movie that I'm not going to watch. The only reason I'm seeing these about the unhealthy foods is because I've been watching Moist Critical's videos on his food tier list and stuff like that recently. More cars, financing, F1 racing. I have a baseline test thing I say, Burberry cologne. I'm interested in it. And the reason why I say that is it's always to prove a point. I don't have Burberry on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I do not follow them. I say the cologne because I used to buy Burberry cologne back in the day, I think back in high school, which is like over 20 years ago. I don't follow them on any social media, but I always do mention them around my phone, around family members' phone, just to see when the Burberry ad will pop up. So I'm going to write down today's date and the time, and then I'll wait to see how long until a Burberry cologne ad pops up or a Burberry ad. I don't go to their website. I don't have them on any social media. You should test it out for yourself as well. I'm sure if you go through all the people you follow and all the companies you follow and all the different apps, you'll see. And then if you find something that you don't follow and then you mention it, you'll see it pop up here. It'll pop up in your ads somewhere. So that's why I mentioned Burberry, and I'll mention it in common conversation. Now, the problem with this is there's always these little, when I click onto my internet and I'm finally here, they got all these news articles. I don't look at them. I don't bother looking at them. Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj for women. Why did I just get that? You see what I'm saying? Now, obviously, that's not Burberry, so we're not there yet, but I just got woman's perfume. There's always these ads, and my point of this, I got off track. My whole point of this, they're always showing something. Because I watch Joe Rogan, not all the time, I might watch his clips. I don't watch the full podcast unless there's multiple clips of a person that I'm really interested in. Um, it's like Lex Friedman when I didn't know who he was until he was on Joe Rogan podcast and he was on there and I saw 3, 4 clips and I was like, hey, this guy's interesting. And now I watch but the same thing with Lex Friedman's podcast. I don't watch all of his podcast. I do watch the clips. But this doesn't make me want to click on any of these stories that is here. I have no interest in them. The only reason I did it now is just to prove a point. That's it. 3 sentences. Joe Rogan, they wrote about him 3 sentences, and the rest of this article has nothing to do with him except the picture. It's like all they're trying to do is get clicks. Where's the link to the video you were talking about of Joe Rogan talking about this? You wrote 3 sentences, and that's it. So basically, that's my little rant for today. As always, if you made it this far, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget, I have a GoFundMe to try and help me out to get a new laptop.